Hey everybody, it's your bro Luke Feast, back at you with another video. Today, I'm gonna animate Smiling Friends. I'm gonna get onto the drawing, the voice acting, the inking, the coloring, and the animation. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this video. Hey everybody, I'm gonna get onto the first part of this animation tutorial. I'm gonna get onto the drawing. I think I'm gonna start with Charlie. The thing I love about Smiling Friends, well, the animation style, it's not just 2D animation. They mix it with like 3D and it's like multimedia, which is a really hard form of animation. But I'm just gonna do the Charlie, Pim, and I think I'm gonna start with the body. I'm gonna start with this body. That too big? I think that's a good size. It's a good way to make a circle. I have a TV over there with it on, so I'm just like looking at it for reference. But I think I'm gonna add legs right here. And it looks like he has an orange shirt or an orange sweater. I'm gonna draw a line like this. And I think the legs can be like facing that way. Simple shoes like that. Now I'm gonna draw his sweater. He's a little heavy set. So I'm gonna erase this part of the circle. Draw this. So he's wearing like a sweater, so I'm gonna add like this like collar right here. And this is like his shirt. Looks like he has these like string pieces for his sweater. And this looks like it goes like that. I'm just gonna make that look like that. I think that's a good body. I think we're starting off at a good point, but looks like his head kind of goes off in an angle like that. I'm gonna draw his head with his body, but I'm not gonna draw his mouth. Because when he's on the side, it looks like he's like kind of facing to the side. So maybe he's facing forward. And the reason I'm not adding his face yet is because I'm gonna do that on a different layer. So right underneath this glass table is a light bulb. And I can trace over this paper and see what's underneath it. So maybe his shoes are more forward and he's facing forward this time. And he's like more facing forward. I'm just tracing over what I drew. And this collar part can be more like more facing forward. And these string pieces will have to be angling frontwards. And then I'm gonna make his head go like this. Now, I'm gonna get onto his face. I guess I can just draw the arms right here. Looks like his arms just go like that. Looks like he just has 4 fingers. Hand's too big, that's stupid. You redo that. Make the arm a little bigger. So that's gonna be his arm. Now I'm gonna draw his face. So I'm gonna take another piece of paper. So right here, I think I'm gonna add his nose right on this layer. We can erase this bump right here. So that's starting to look a little more like him. Now I'm gonna draw his mouth. So maybe he kind of has these lips like that. We'll have to draw his eyes. Looks like they're pretty much just dark dots. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't watch too much Smiling Friends, but I've seen enough episodes to understand it. We can draw his eyebrows like that. Looks like they're just like lines, like that. That's looking pretty good. Now we'll have to draw mouth movements. I'm just gonna draw different mouth movements. The A vowel. How do his mouth movements look? Just looking at the mouth movements for references. So here's the A vowel. So I have to draw each vowel. Maybe like that. That'll be the A vowel. Now I have to draw each individual mouth movement. Anyway, I'll do the mouth movements later. Now I'm gonna draw Pim. Now I'm gonna draw another circle. Pim's a lot smaller, so maybe we can make a smaller circle. I'm gonna start with his head. I'm just gonna make it like it kind of looks South Parky in a way. But I'm gonna start off like this because he's a lot smaller. And we can draw the color of his shirt and the legs. That should be good for now. Oh yeah, we'll have to add his squiggly hair thing right here. I'm gonna add another piece of paper over it and I'm gonna draw his eyes. They're pretty big. I'm doing them on a different layer. And it looks like he has like these little squiggly it looks like that pretty much for the eye pupil. I'm gonna draw a mouth like that. We can just draw different mouth movements. E, and then the F vowel. And we can just keep drawing the mouth movements. Now, I'm gonna get onto the voice acting. I'm gonna do my best to voice Charlie and Pip.
Do you ever get tired of making people smile for a living?
I'm gonna do some vocal warm-ups. This is a vocal warm-up that can help with pronunciation. Move your lips like and vibrate them together. You can also go like ooh. get all of the octaves and like warm up your vocal cords.
Do you ever get tired of making people smile for a living?
I like my job. I like my job.
It's hard to make people smile with clinical depression.
Then do what everyone else does.
What?
Pretend to be happy. Now, I'm gonna get on to the inking. Now, I'm gonna get on to the inking. You can go to Michael's or other stores and get different kind of size pens. This one's 0.7, 0.7. This one's 0.3. And lately for my current college days animation, I've been outlining the characters with Sharpie and then making more detail within the animation. But for this, I'm just gonna use 0.7 to draw the characters, that size. We also will need a scanner and a scanner app. So I'm gonna plug the scanner into my computer. Hey look, it's what I'm working on, the college days episode. I'm gonna go to the scanner app. Now, I'm gonna ink it. I'm gonna zoom up on the paper so you can see what I'm drawing. Woo! Here we go. Now, I'm gonna get on to the coloring. Now, I'm gonna get on to the coloring. I'm gonna use a software called Adobe Illustrator to color my images that I drew. Let's go. So I'm just gonna go to New File. Let's make it 1920 by 180. This one right here. So if you click Ctrl-Shift-D, it makes the background transparent. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go File, Open the drawings we made. Right here. We can just open all of them, yay. Open all of them. And they'll open right here. Let's start with Charlie. So if we want to make the background transparent, or if we want to be able to color the image at all, first I'm going to go to Transform, Rotate 180, because it's upside down. So we can't draw on it right here or anything. So what we have to do is we have to click the image, and we go to Image Trace right here. But if you don't see Image Trace in your tabs, just go to Window, Image Trace, and it'll show up. And you can put it wherever you want in your project panel. So right here, there's presets. And if you click the image, you can click default, but since we're just using a black and white photo, let's just click black and white. And then you still can't manipulate it. You have to click Object, Expand, OK. And now we can draw on it and color different parts of it. I'm gonna take this eraser tool and erase this part of the arm. There we go. Now we got all separated. So let's start coloring the body. Looks like he has obviously a yellow body. Maybe a little less yellow, right there. No, kind of bright yellow like that. Give him a brown hat. I think he does have a brown hat. I never really noticed it until I started drawing really closely in detail. I'm like, oh yeah, he has a brown hat. So let's just make, and I got all these different colors saved. I'm just gonna give him like a light gray t-shirt. And an orange sweater. What kind of pants does he have? Give him blue pants. And I'm just gonna give him gray shoes. So now, I'm gonna select this arm. I'm gonna copy it, and I paste it into this new document right here. Export as. So when you export it, make sure it's a PNG, so the background's transparent. I'll just do this as arm. File, export as ARM. Export! And we can also export his body. And there's like little specks that got accidentally selected, so we can just deselect those. Yeah, that should be good. And we can select that as Image Trace, Default, Black and White, Object, Expand, OK. And he has a pink face. I forgot to draw the sleeves. Since we forgot to draw the sleeves, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna erase this part. Just a little patch, because I forgot to draw the sleeves. We'll have to draw, I guess that's fine. He has like a gold belt buckle with like a dark gray belt. I'll just give him blue pants and dark shoes. And we can, I think maybe actually I'm gonna give him like a slightly gray shirt. I'm gonna copy that and paste it into a new document. File, export as. But now I'm gonna get onto the keyframing and animation on Adobe Animate. Now, I'm gonna get onto the animation on Adobe Animate. So after we voiced those lines, what I did was I went on Premiere Pro, which is a video editing software, and I exported each individual line I said as an AIF file. Because when you start a new project on Adobe Animate and import the audio files, they only accept waveform and AIF files. They don't accept MP3 files. Now when you start a new project, you can choose it to be 4K, HD, whatever. I think I'm gonna make it 4K, 30 frames per second. Yeah, and the frame rate's right there. So let's go create. Let's go! So I'm gonna go to the library panel. This is where I'm gonna import all the stuff. This is the canvas, obviously, and this is the timeline. So I'm gonna make a folder for Pim. I'm gonna make a folder for Charlie and audio. I just wanted to make a simple background for the sake of time. Let's just start like this. Like, let's make a background. And let's add time to the keyframe right here. And maybe they're like outside a building. Or maybe they're like in their apartment area, or wherever they hang out. Maybe we can add a table right here. I'm just drawing the background right now. So there, now we got a simple background where they can stand around. I'm gonna save this just in case it crashes and call it Smiling Friends, whatever. I'm gonna drag in all the drawings we made. I got the folder for Pim. So we can just select these all and drag them into the folder. I got one for Charlie, and I got one for audio. This is the audio, and these are all AIF files. So we got all of them here now. Now I'm gonna add a layer. Now let's start with Charlie. Let's just make a supporting shot. Let's just make them standing next to each other for now. And if we click W or click this little pin thing right here, we can click the asset warp tool and kind of bend his arm a little bit. Oh, not like that. We can bend his arm. I might send it behind him. I guess that looks okay. And now I'm gonna add a layer, and I got this nose right here I made for him. And this is gonna be on a new layer. You can also add his eyes and his eyebrows. We'll also need his mouth, and this is where we get into the frame picker tool. So we can add his mouth right here. And if we click this, or if we right click it and click convert to symbol, I'm just gonna call it Charlie Mouth. Now I'm gonna double click this, and it's gonna open a new file and just gonna focus on this mouth. Now I'm gonna add a new keyframe and delete that. But I'm gonna use the onion layer to see what's behind it. Now I'm gonna add each mouth movement on a different keyframe. Like maybe that one. Then we can add another one, delete it, and then the C vowel, the F vowel, the L vowel, another L vowel. So now we got all these mouth movements. We can go back, and instead of dragging and dropping them, we can go to this frame picker, and if it's not here, like if it's gone, like if you don't see it, just go to Window, Frame Picker, and you can drag it into here, and once you select that symbol, it'll have all these. You can select the mouth movement you want. But by default, it's gonna be on loop. So if you play it, he's gonna be looping all his mouth movements. So let's just do single frame. There, now we got Charlie. I just drew him like this. Now we can do the same thing for the eyes. If we click this and right click it and click convert to symbol, I'll just call it Pim Eyes. Like this can be facing left, this can be facing right. And I made these squiggly pupils for him. Make him looking this way. Now I'm gonna add a ton of mouth movements for him. And the sad face. Alright, now we got all those mouth movements done. Did I forget Pim's eyebrows? Oh, he doesn't have eyebrows. Pim doesn't have eyebrows, okay. So I guess we got this all set up. I'm gonna export this as like a supporting shot. So I'm gonna go File, Export, Video Media. And when you wanna export animation, you're gonna have to have an extra software called Media Encoder. It comes with the software. But you click this file, you can put it into the folder you want, and I'm gonna call it Shot 1. And export! Make sure you export it with the right file type. Media Encoder. Let's go. And then it says it'll be successfully created. And then we can add a new scene. So I'm gonna go Insert Scene. And now we got the audio voice acting we did.
Do you ever get tired of making people smile for a living?
And I paste him onto this new shot. Maybe he turns to his friend. So I'm gonna do this and click keyframe. And it's gonna add a keyframe. Body, like, I forgot his hat. I'm gonna go over here, draw the hat. There, now we got his hat. That looks better. Now I'm just gonna I just manually added it. So now we got this. But it kind of looks choppy, like he just kind of like snaps to it. What if we go to like, what if I just rotate it a little bit? Like he's angling towards him. Yeah, I just animated it like him tilting. And now it kind of looks like just a little more animated like that. And maybe his eyebrows go up. Like we can show expression to him. Like his eyebrows are like, wah. Maybe his arm moves while he's talking. Like he's gesturing. Now we got this.
Do you ever get tired of making people smile for a living?
Now I'm gonna get the mouth movements down. We can click the mouth and we go to frame picker. And we have to have it on single frames. We got the C vowel. Sometimes you gotta like, and that's the U vowel. And then right here, I thought there was an A vowel somewhere. And then the V vowel. Now, after drawing it, voicing it, coloring it, inking it, and animating it, this is what I came up with. I hope you enjoy it.
Do you ever get tired of making people smile for a living?
I like my job.
It's hard to make people smile with clinical depression.
Then do what everyone else does.
What?
Pretend to be happy. Thank you for watching that video. We have animation tutorials, media tutorials, tunes, films, and music, so stay tuned and have a great day.